Do you know why the entire world agreed to use only one prime meridian? A single invisible line that tells every country how to measure time, direction, and global position. It wasn't science. It wasn't astronomy. It wasn't geography. It was a global political deal hidden behind diplomacy, empire influence, and a quiet vote that changed the world forever. Today, we lines uncover the real story behind the Greenwich Prime Meridian and the secret reasons why every smartphone, every airplane, every ship, and every map depends on this single invisible line. Before the world agreed on one prime meridian, every powerful empire used its own starting line. France had one, Spain had one, China had one, the Islamic world had one. American mapmakers used Washington, D.C. Even ancient Greeks had their own reference points. This meant the world had dozens of prime meridians, each centered on a different capital, temple, or astronomical site. Imagine trying to sail across the ocean while every country uses a different zero line. It was chaos. Ships crashed, maps disagreed, timekeeping was impossible. Rail stations couldn't synchronize clocks. Global trade was a mess. The world needed one prime meridian. But the question was, who would control it? In the 1800s, maps became the most powerful tools on Earth. Whoever controlled the map controlled navigation, global trade, sea routes, and even colonization. So choosing one prime meridian wasn't just a scientific decision, it was a decision about global power. Every nation wanted the world's maps to start from their capital. It was a symbol of dominance, like putting your country at the center of the world. The competition was intense, but one country had an advantage no other could match. By the late 1800s, Britain ruled the seas. Their navy was the largest in the world. Their trading ships covered the oceans. Their maps were the most accurate and widely used. Over 70% of the world's ships already navigated using charts based on Greenwich in London. Why? Because the Royal Observatory at Greenwich had the most precise measurements of the stars and the most advanced timekeeping system on Earth, and the secret weapon. Greenwich Mean Time, or GMT. The world needed a universal way to measure time, and Britain already had one. So even before any global meeting, the world had started using Greenwich without officially agreeing to it. Still, not everyone was happy. France wanted Paris, America wanted Washington, Spain wanted Toledo. The Islamic world used the sacred city of Mecca. Someone had to settle the dispute. In October 1884, 25 nations gathered in Washington, D.C. They called it the International Meridian Conference. The mission, choose one prime meridian for the entire planet. The room was tense. France refused to support Britain. Spain refused to give up their own line. The Vatican wanted a meridian based on religious tradition. The U.S. wanted unity but knew Britain had the advantage. Then the final vote came, and in a historic moment, Greenwich won. 22 nations said yes. Only France said no. Haiti voted no in solidarity with France. Brazil abstained. And just like that, the world officially adopted the Greenwich Prime Meridian. But France kept Paris as their internal meridian until 1911 and quietly switched to Greenwich later. Here is the part almost nobody talks about. The real reason the world uses Greenwich is not because it is the best location. It is because Britain had the largest global influence at the time. Their maps, ships, and clocks already shaped world navigation. In other words, the world accepted Greenwich because the world was already using it. Power, not geography, decided the prime meridian. Once the prime meridian was established, something remarkable happened. The world's entire system of time zones was built around it. GMT became the heartbeat of global timekeeping. Every airplane schedule, every shipping route, every global business hour, every atomic clock, every GPS satellite, All of them depend on the single line chosen in 1884. The Greenwich line became the world's clock zero, the reference for Coordinated Universal Time, or UTC. Without it, the modern world simply wouldn't function. Think about it. If the vote had gone differently, our phones today might show time based on Paris, or Beijing, or Washington. One vote changed everything. The world uses only one prime meridian today, not because of science, but because of a global agreement shaped by influence, power, and timing. An invisible line, chosen in 1884, quietly controls global time, navigation, trade, travel, maps, satellites, and digital communication. A line you cannot see, yet it shapes everything you do. That is the true story behind the Prime Meridian. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed discovering the secrets behind our world, don't forget to subscribe for more.